everyone. Dive into Anchor Together, a captivating YouTube series that offers an intimate look into the extraordinary lives of seafarers and their families.
From long-standing maritime partnerships to new connections formed at sea, Anchored Together highlights the incredible journeys of those who navigate both the ocean and the relationships with passion and resilience. Get ready for an engaging twist with Anchored Together.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another exciting episode of Anchor Together. I'm so excited to be here today with two wonderful ladies and guess from which industry? From the logistics one, which not many people know apart from the mariners. So I want to warmly welcome Manisha and Seema for today's episode.
Thank you so much, Dr. Deepthi, for inviting us. And myself is Manisha Thakur, Vice President at Trilines Global Solutions India Private Limited, and an Exim faculty and a corporate trainer. So, my heartfelt gratitude to Captain Kamal Chadda for inviting us for having this wonderful session. And Dr. Deepthi, I'm surely looking forward to have wonderful discussions on our logistics journey for inspiring more and more audiences. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Manisha. Seema?
Thanks, Deepthi, for calling us here, and I am really very grateful that I am getting this opportunity to be with you and Captain Kamal, and looking forward to have a nice chat with you.
Great. So we're going to dive right into it. But before that, Manisha, because there'll be a lot of people watching us, tell me something about how this all began. Something about how was your childhood? Where did you grow up? And how did you land up in the logistic industry?
Oh, thank you so much for this wonderful question, Deepthi. And you're going to take me back to my roots, to where I started schooling. I belong to a small town in Gujarat, that is Mithapur. And my father had been working in Tata Chemicals Limited. He retired from the Tata Chemicals Limited, and Mithapur is such a small place where I come from, the Tata Nagar. And yes, I have been in the family of a traditional Gujarati family. My parents have always been a strong desire that beti badhao, beti padhao. So we are three sisters, and my parents always invested in our education, so that education is the biggest power. Education is the biggest knowledge that they could give to their children. Coming back, after I finished my schooling in Mithapur High School, I did my college from the Sardar Patel University, Vallabh Vidyanagar, and I mastered in foods and nutrition. And I was a nutritionist few years back. And after that, I took a break, and my biggest source of inspiration in coming into the logistics industry was my sister, who was working with an exporter, and she showed me the road and what's the journey, because logistics is increasing, logistics is highly demanding. So there was a paradigm shift from the foods and nutrition to the logistics industry, and today, as you see, where I am today.
Absolutely, absolutely. And I think you've had a great journey. We'll be talking more about that soon.
Absolutely.
Seema, what about you? Tell us something about where you're from and your childhood. How was it like? And how did you plunge into the logistics?
So that's a nice question actually, and I always like to be a child and talk about it, and I always enjoy this kind of a conversation. Uh, Basically, I'm from Mumbai itself. I have studied from Borivali. My school is Bhimanagar Education Society Marathi medium school, and I was like a very, you can say, funny kind of a thing, and always used to like more than studies. I used to like do all the other activities other than studying, and I was a player. I used to play kabaddi for my school, for my college, and I was state level player for college. So I did my schooling from Bhimanagar Education Society Borivali, and I'm from Sathe College. Did my graduation from Mumbai University. My loved subjects were ancient Indian culture, Hindi literature, and also philosophy. I did my master's, bachelor's in philosophy, and uh, doing philosophy, that inspiration comes from my mother, because she's always being very telling us mythological stories and always giving us the lectures on how the person should be calm, quiet, and not many things like how you should be in your life. So that inspired me to learn philosophy, and after studying philosophy I had a question what I should do. So it was like I wanted to go for my armed force. So I wanted to join armed force basically. So I did my paperwork, everything, and put my documents to it, but then somehow it reached late and I couldn't get the admission. So then the question again came back again what I should do. So the next I wanted to be a teacher. So I had some time after my graduation certificate coming in to get the admission for the next year. So I decided, my father was working with Lee and Murray Limited in custom clearance department in the same industry. So he said, okay, Seema, till the time you decide to do something, please join and see what you can do. So I had my formal interview as usual. So I got the job, and I came. Initial 3 months it was boring for me because I never wanted to come into this industry, and I always used to feel, oh, it's so boring. It's nothing is happening. I cannot do this. I cannot do that. So finally, my father said, if you don't wish, let's discontinue it. Then I said, okay, let give me 3 months time, and I will see what I can do. So those 3 months, I really gave my dedication, 100% my heart to the work, and I realized it is not that difficult, and I can also do better than what I was doing. So those 3 months really I enjoyed working, and then I decided that I really don't want to go back to the teacher profession or anything. I just started learning more and more new things there, and then after working out there for 3 years, I joined an importer. I just wanted to see the other side of the story, because it's always, we feel that the other side is always, grass is very green at the other side. So I just wanted to know what is happening other side. Yeah, I took that experience, and then I came back to the freight forwarding industry.
And today, what position do you hold?
I am working with Globestar Group Aid Services Private Limited as a director, and I am taking care of product management and networking management basically, and my other colleague takes care of sales. Of course, sales is in my blood. So
That's lovely, actually. Yeah? So, long journey.
yes.
And for you, it was more incidental than actually thinking of it.
Yes.
And I think for you, it was more organic because you had seen your sister and
Yeah.
she guided you through it. And
Exactly.
today you're there in this industry for so many years
So many
now.
years, yes.
So I also learned both of you are friends and you did cross. How did you all both meet actually? And how did you all become friends?
Okay, I'll answer this.
Yeah.
Seema and me had been working with a logistics and a freight forwarding company, and we met during early 2003. And we shared a very good bond as colleagues, and that bond gradually and eventually developed as friendship. And although, as of now, our paths have been diverged, but life has brought us here again. So I'm very happy that Seema is here with us to discuss, and
And I'm very
we
happy
share
with
this.
being with Manisha all the time. I mean, we keep on connecting with each other on the phones or on a WhatsApp, but it's always good when we speak with each other, and it's like nice moments.
Nice moment.
And we share a beautiful space in the logistics industry. You know, our themes are common, our goals are common, our professions are common, and we both have seen each other growing. So I'm happy for her success, and I'm sure she is also happy
Yes,
for
of
me.
course. I'm very much happy. I'm very proud of Manisha. You know,
Thank
she's
you.
being.
We all are. We all are. I think her journey has been truly inspirational. So, coming to you, Manisha, again on this, you started off in the logistic industry. You were young at that time, and what kind of challenges were you
Mhm.
accepted very easily in this industry when you joined, or you had some challenges as well?
Yes, it's a good question. In the early days of mine, when my actual journey started, I was not very choosy that I want to sit in this location, I want to sit in that location, I want to meet this exporter, or I want to go here. My goal was very much precise, and my vision was clear that I want to learn and I want to grow and I want to know what is logistics. Because coming from a non logistics background, I started right from the scratch, right from the grassroots levels. The company to which I was working, I got a meticulous support from my subordinates, from my superiors, and all the freedom was given because they saw the potential in me. So I started my journey traveling, meeting people, even meeting in the odd hours, traveling long distance for logistics business. This is how I was enjoying the journey. I was involved deeply into it. And as and when I started growing, I started prospering, I started learning, what is bill of lading, what is export procedures, what is import procedures. And gradually I started getting promotions, bringing more and more business to the company. And later on, I even got into leadership positions. But yes, the challenges, what I faced, first is being a lady and getting business from the logistics industry, which is often called as a male dominating segment. But today, thanks to all the men for supporting the women to come out of their comfort zones and help to break barriers. So, yes, challenges were there, but vision was clear. Support was there, but I never looked back and thought that if I will not get this, then what is going to happen? I was positive in my mind and I always had the passion. I always had the hunger to learn more, and gradually I started adopting the changes to what was there. I started learning technology, which was not there when I started,
Yeah.
in the early beginning of the year 2000. So we learn every day. We learn from our parents, we learn from teachers, we learn from subordinates, we learn from gurus, and now we learn from Google, and we also learn from our children.
Yes.
So I am happy to be a lifelong learner. That's my mantra for the logistics industry.
Lovely. And just to let all the viewers know, next year she's completing 25 years in the logistic industry, which I think is commendable, to stay put. And like she said, she never gave up, she never looked back. And I think that's very important. And the word I like what she uses, the hunger inside you to keep on going and learning. So that's really commendable, Manisha.
Thank you.
Hats off
Thank
to
you.
you for
Thank you.
completing so many years in this industry.
Absolutely.
Seema, coming to you.
Yeah.
So you are also in the world of logistics and project management, and there's a lot of moving and all of that. So how did you get started into this industry which you just mentioned? But the same question to you, how has been your journey into the logistics, and what kind of challenges did you face when you entered this industry?
As I said, I started in 1998 as a customer service executive where I had no knowledge, where even I started learning a lot of things. Of course, bosses who were subordinates, they always helped me. I should say that my father helped me a lot to learn this industry. And I feel that custom clearance is the most challenging job in this industry. And after learning that, I feel that the freight forwarding industry is little more easier than the custom clearance, and of course that knowledge helped me to grow further. After that, after working at an importer place, I really understood that the other side which we see, the green grass is not really green, and that has got a different challenges than what we have. Of course that helped me to grow into the freight forwarding industry. I came into freight forwarding. I met Manisha. I met a lot of other friends. My bosses, everybody helped us to learn. and they always said that you can grow. You have, as rightly Manisha said, hunger. Learning is what always helped me to go ahead. Even I never wanted to look back, and I always wanted to grow. I feel that the hunger to learn is what helps you to be there in the market, be there in your position, learn, grow more.
Absolutely. I think that should be there. And like you always say, we have to be lifelong learners. No
Yes.
matter what profession
What
you are in,
profession you
you have to
are
keep learning and learning in order to survive in this profession, because there's so many new things which keep coming up. Earlier, like you said, there was no technology, and then technology came in. So if she would not adapt to the technology, then you would be
Technology.
left
Yeah,
behind. So you have to move
Absolutely.
along with change, and you have to keep moving on
Absolutely.
with the change. So you have to learn.
yeah. I always say that only change is constant.
Yes, change
Yes.
is the only constant.
Yes.
Absolutely. That's absolutely there. So now both of you are in leadership positions,
Yes.
right? Both of you are, after such a long journey of so many years, now you are in a position which somebody else was and you were learning at that point of time. So are there any specific challenges, Manisha, you find now that you're in the leadership position when you're dealing with your juniors and when
Yes.
you're dealing with the current generation?
Yes, yes, absolutely, absolutely. See, according to me, leadership is not just completing a task. Leadership is a dynamic thing which not everybody is able to handle it. And leadership to me is leading the team and inspiring others to make the change. So, firstly, to go into leadership roles, to take that leadership, one needs to have that ability. And since I started from the rock bottom at the grassroots levels, because of my hunger to learn things and adopt things very quickly, I also faced similar challenges to overcome these hurdles when we try to teach the younger generations. So, firstly, thanks to my family who kept me going. Thanks to my husband who has always been my cheerleader in my achievements, and he's been the support strength of me. And he used to see me working late night hours, and then he used to come and say that, okay, now I think you should be done and now you take rest. But he's happy for me for all my achievements, and I truly respect that from the bottom of my heart. And that, yes, the leadership challenges is at workplace also. But what I see nowadays in today's generation is not having that utter passion, to get to know into the crux of the issue. They want to learn fast, and they want to learn overnight. The kind of time and the years, the peak time of our careers, what we have invested to what we are today. If the same career path is given to youngsters, they also can do pretty well.
Yes. So I think that's true, because one thing is that when you do learn with experience,
Yeah,
that cannot happen overnight.
that can.
And I think, yes, the of course, they're born in current generation. There's a lot of advancement in technology. There's a lot of things which they have easy access to.
Yeah.
And information is all over Google. So they feel they can learn everything through that. But they don't realize that when you actually are on the field and what you learn practically, that no
Yes.
book can teach you. So I think
Absolutely.
it's really important that patience
Patience.
to learn slowly and move steadily. I think that is something which they
That
need to
even
know.
I
Yes,
would
yes.
say that. I mean, you can be in the industry. Everybody feels that logistics industry is little difficult. Yes, not a single industry is easy. Any work
Absolutely.
you do, it's difficult. Today, your whatever job you are doing, that is also a difficult job. But then it's like how much patience you have, how much learning you want to do, and then be focused on what everything you are not going to get overnight.
Yes.
So you have to be patient, keep learning, keeps absorbing new things, what is coming to you, experience people, your bosses are giving you the knowledge. Take grab it as much as you can, because today we have that experience, we can give it to them,
Correct.
which will help them to overcome with new other things which maybe we have not faced. They are
Absolutely.
going to face, but this experience is going to help them to grow more better way. So it's like you have to have patience, be focused, and do
Yes,
your job.
that's true. And another thing which Manisha rightly said, I think, especially for working women, I feel when we have a strong support system in way of our
At
family,
home.
in way of our spouse, or even if you are in joint family. I think it's very important because that actually makes us, one part of our stress eases out.
Jesus.
Though we do all our responsibilities for as a
Right.
mother and as being a
Yeah, I
daughter-in-law
Of
and a
course.
wife and all, but I think it's so important that if we have that structure in place, that support, I think there is nothing what a woman cannot do.
Yes.
I think
Absolutely.
Agreeing to you, I would just say that my husband has been always a very big support for me. Whenever I wanted to travel, go abroad, my mother-in-law, father-in-law, I mean, my in-laws, they have really supported me. I have
Yes.
been traveling for 12 days, 13 days. They have been taking care of my children. They are helping me. They're calling me, how are you, take medicine. If I'm not sick, I'm sick. Whatever the things is, they have been always, giving me that support, that you go ahead. You have the ability, you have a capacity, go, move. I mean,
yes,
that
Yeah.
kind of a support is really
That
needed
push.
from your family. And my
Absolutely.
kids, whenever I used to go, I know they were very small, but they always used to say, bye mom,
Yeah.
take care of yourself. And
So
there's a
sweet.
very big smile they used to be on face. Yeah, because they knew, like, after 10 days I will be there with them.
So
I,
sweet.
I,
That's
totally, I
very
totally
sweet.
resonate with this. I have two children as well.
Yeah.
They're young now. My son is 11 and a half, my daughter is 10. And even I travel for work and all that.
Yeah.
But really, I also stay in a joint family. So my mother-in-law, my sister-in-law, they are really a good support to me when I'm out and I'm working. I'm shooting here now, but I know the kids
I
are safe
know.
at home. And plus my own parents, my dad being from the same industry, he totally
Oh.
understands the amount
Complications
of
and
Yeah.
it gets involved. And
complexities.
so I'm so blessed to have my parents as well as my
Same.
mother-in-law in the same city and so close proximity
Yeah.
that because of
Absolutely.
them, I think the elders in the family, it becomes easier for us to venture out. And
To
of
venture
course,
out.
like you said, how your husband has been supportive. I think even my husband has been one of the push factors that you better go out and do something. Don't
That's
be.
really true.
So
That's really
it's
true.
really important. And I think today's generation, if we go to see, we have that support from the husbands, don't we?
Yes,
That
yes.
they want
I
women
even
to really go out
Go
there
out
and
and-
work.
I nowadays even I see that in-laws are supporting you a lot. I mean,
Yes.
they want to do they want you to do really well.
Yes.
I mean, they want you to grow, and they are ready to
Mhm.
give you all possible support to the family. They don't never think, "Arey, meri bahu hai, chodo." That kind of a
True.
thing is no more.
True.
They look at you at more like a daughter than a daughter-in-law.
Yeah.
Same
Yeah,
is the
that's
case
what I'm
with
saying.
me. Same is the
Yes.
case with me. In fact, there's a story in my house itself. We are two sisters, and we got married to two brothers.
Oh.
Oh,
So
okay.
my husband and my brother-in-law, so
Okay.
we are like we have an hum aapke hai kaun type,
That's so
in our
nice.
house.
That's a nice story.
So we have a very good family bonding, and we are all happy for each other's achievements, and we all support each other. So
No, but
thank
that's
you,
nice.
thank you
That's
everyone
very
in the
nice.
family, Thakur family, for
Yeah,
that.
same from my end. I mean, I cannot stop thanking any one of them. I mean, without them,
Yes.
today I would have not been.
No,
what
that's
I am.
true.
Yeah,
I think
Seriously,
that's a
that's,
fact of life.
seriously.
and that's true.
And in fact, I am so proud that my daughter is also coming up as a dentist, and she is growing more compassionate, and she is happy for her mom's achievement. And I also look forward, and I want her to equally excel in the field which she has selected.
That's true.
And maybe one time, she would also come to my.
Hang together. Yes, I'll be a little bit older, but yes, never mind.
And Manisha, you won't believe Purva, my daughter Purva, she is studying in London right now in Kingston University. She has selected her subject as media, and she is doing her PR and corporate communication studying. Now I understand at how difficult it is. कितना पत्थर रखना पड़ता है दिल पे जब आप आपके बच्चे को बाहर
बाहर
भेजते
भेजना
हो
है, that's
और
true.
वो आपके साथ नहीं होता है that feeling I know I really know that and
Yeah.
I want them to grow of course and then I see
Exactly.
once in a day maybe she is like
Okay. Yeah.
No, I'm sure she'll progress much more than what
of
I
course.
have. And you have a son as well, right?
Yes,
And what
he's-
is he doing?
He is doing sports management from ISM
Hmm.
and let's see what he wants to pursue. I mean, still at very initial stages. It's in first year, so we'll see how he goes.
Great. Oh, this is lovely. I think we can go on and on family. but Manisha, there's one thing. I don't know how many people know this, but I'm so proud of this, and I really want you to share. Now, Manisha has played a very pivotal involvement in Chandrayaan 2 project, which I'm sure everybody knows about, and that is truly inspiring. So I want you to share how you were connected with Chandrayaan 2, which is a historic moment for all the
Absolutely.
Indians, and we are so proud of that, Manisha.
Thank you so much, Dipti. And you know, when I hear about this word Chandrayaan, this really gives me goosebumps. The importation of the satellite spare parts was awarded to our company, and under my leadership, we were able to bring the spare parts right from America to India. So it was a great moment for me. It was a high pressure job. It was a high value shipment. We had a lot of people who were watching us, and the deadlines of these satellite spare parts were to be met under non negotiable terms. So I took the challenge, my company took the challenge, and we thought, okay, let's do it as a team. So I flew to America, lined up all the shipping moments with all the stakeholders, with the suppliers, with the logistics companies, with the truck drivers, with the custom house agents, as well as with the shipping lines, to schedule the departures to and the arrivals into India. So the biggest challenge what we faced was the spare parts arrived right during COVID.
Oh,
So you know the ships were quarantined, and you know we whatever terms we had, you know, but thanks to the carriers who allowed us, because they knew the importance of these consignments, and they were almost in many containers. The spare parts have come. We got the free detention at destination from the shipping lines, and shipping line also supported us for the easy and the free deliveries of these spare parts to the final site. So the journey, the experience had been very much challenging, very much under pressure, but it was truly rewarding. And yes, all the consignments came just on time.
wow.
And you know, this project was monitored from the central government, and definitely we got lot of appreciation, and this really boosted up the energy which I was having to completion of this project. And the kind of respect that we gained, you know, from these various stakeholders was amazing, you know. So this project has not only made us more confident, but in the logistics movement, but it has also taught us, you know, how to act under high pressure jobs, how to keep yourself calm, and how to look for solutions if you get stuck up somewhere.
That it's such an
Rather,
historic moment, really, when
absolutely,
everything comes and
absolutely,
everything gets delivered on time, and then you see
everything.
the Chandrayaan happening.
Absolutely,
I think seeing
absolutely.
like
Motivating,
it's so
yeah,
And
motivating to see
I'm
it.
so
Yeah.
proud to contribute to this project where we could able to share the space of India's mission. And after that, people started calling me Bharat ki beti.
Ah,
So
so
thank you.
sweet.
So
That's
nice.
so nice.
So I'm so proud for that. And you know, this is not just an individual task.
Yeah.
You know, the teamwork. It's not only the logistics movement, but we as a team were able to deliver, and it's the team. You know, so and I always share with my team that don't just finish one task, and always go with ye dil mange more.
Oh,
Yeah.
yes. That's how it should be. Absolutely. So, Seema, tell me, what is that motivating factor which keeps you motivating and going on in this industry?
I feel it's my own growth which motivates me to grow more, learn more. Friends like Manisha, whenever I see her posting, she's whatever she's teaching, and all she keep on always sharing all these details. I always think, right, yes, we have to grow. If we want to grow, then only we'll reach. And then that inspires me. My friends, my colleagues, my bosses, they keep on motivating me, and then I get inspired by myself.
And Manisha, now after so many years, right, you're still not giving up, you're still continuing, you're teaching now as well, and you're giving back all your experience and also what motivates you to still go on?
Absolutely, absolutely. This question is so close to my heart that I can go on and on. But as I said, I started my journey in the early beginning of the year 2000, and I learned from the society. And I strongly believe that I want to give it back to the society in some or the other way. I feel Vidya Dhanam Sarva Pradhanam. Vidya is the greatest gift of knowledge that you could give somebody.
Absolutely.
And even Lord Sri Krishna, even Arjun, if you see in Mahabharata and in Bhagavad Gita, Arjuna has taken so many lessons from Lord Sri Krishna. So I want to impart knowledge with that strong desire to empower the next generation, and the difficulties in which I have learned and gathered this knowledge over these years, I want the next generation to learn it with ease and comfort. So my weekends are dedicated to aspiring and budding exporters, to students, to professionals. I conduct classes. Even I learn from them. It's not that only they learn, but every Sundays, every Saturdays, I'm occupied with them and to make a change. And as we all know, that the logistics industry is somewhere not just moving goods from one place to another. It's connecting people. It's connecting countries and building communities. So I'm so proud to contribute towards the Atmanirbhar Bharat Abhiyan, into being vocal for local in order to go global, to make our country as an Atmanirbhar Bharat.
Wow, that's wonderful, Manisha. And I hope you continue to do this
Absolutely.
because we need people
Absolutely.
like you and who will motivate new people to come in. Seema, if you have to give a word of advice, or the women who want to come, or the young, girls who want to come and make, a place in the logistic industry as a career option, what would you have to say to them?
I would just say that just don't think that it's a challenging. If it is a challenging, then only you will learn. If you have a hunger to learn, you will definitely succeed to your goal or a path whatever you have chosen. So logistics is an industry where you learn every day and where you can really grow very well, because logistics connects everyone. What is logistics? It's just to connect with everyone.
Yeah. Yeah. And Manisha, I know after you got married and after you had a child, and then you stepped into this. So, we always have this thing, especially in the Indian society, once you're married and kid, whether you'll be able to work, not work. But you
Absolutely,
have been an
absolutely.
example that even after having your kids and all that, you stepped up and made such a illustrious career of 25 years. So, what do you have to tell women out there who want to still continue and should continue,
Absolutely.
and why should they continue to work no matter
Absolutely,
what?
absolutely, absolutely. So, my all encouragements and empowerments goes to all the women out there. Logistics is not easy. At the same time, women are coming out of their comfort zones, breaking barriers, and there are a lot of platforms, government, everyone is supporting the women to come out of logistics, build careers. But my advice to the women joining into logistics or joining into maritime is be self confident. Start, but don't finish. Go on and on. Challenges, take the challenges as opportunities and try to find out solutions. Other most important thing is network, you know, collaborate with your industry leaders, learn from them, and don't stop learning, because logistics is every day a new challenge. Logistics is every day a new phase is there. And to the all the women, don't be scared. And what inspires me, I have a blend of personal influence which has inspired me to join logistics, or to have a deep appreciation on the maritime industry. First thing is my mother, who has always been my strength. My father, who has always shown me what hard work is, because I have seen my father tirelessly working in Tata Chemicals. And he used to always tell, take decisions, and accordingly you will be able to prosper. And as rightly said by Sri Ratan Tata ji, because I belong to Tata Nagar, I want to give a deep tribute to Sri Ratan Tata ji, who always said, make decisions, take decisions, and make it right. So I took a decision to go in the logistics industry, and I have made it right.
Absolutely. I think what a man he was. Really, what a man. And I think he's touched upon so many lives, though we don't know him personally. But I think just looking into his life, I think it's been
He's a very big inspiration.
Very
for
big
everyone.
inspiration.
Absolutely.
and he's been such a humble human and has given so much of opportunity to so many people. And like when we talk about it, like what Manisha said, what Seema said, I also would like to second that if you take a decision, you have to work towards that decision. Nobody is going to give anything on platter. There's no shortcut to hard work. And yes,
Exactly.
family support is so important today if you want to prove yourself, you want to go out and work.
Correct.
So I think if women want to step out, the families should be
Surely.
there to
Yes.
support them. And I think we all three are very grateful, to
Grateful.
have parents
Yes.
and in-laws who have been so supportive,
Supportive.
and we are able to do what we are doing and
Absolutely,
enjoy what
absolutely.
we are doing.
And this is a right example of the Nari Shakti which people can see on the screen.
Yes.
And we have been able to,
Yeah, I mean, logistics is not a
and we
easy
still
industry, but
we still
did.
want to do more and more,
Yes.
because there is lots coming up into logistics, and I'm really inspired by all the seafarers, the women seafarers especially. When I see the young cadets, when I go to certain functions, certain events, I see young girls in uniform, and I really get goosebumps, and the courage what they have taken, to work on board, to be on the ship. And today the shipping industry is nothing without seafarers.
Absolutely.
And so salute to all the seafarers, salute to all the women seafarers who are daughters, who are mothers, who are daughter-in-laws, playing multiple roles.
Yes.
But yes, we are truly inspired by you, and thank you so much for being there.
Yes.
So this has been a fantastic episode, and we can keep going on and on. I think we are very
Yes.
talkative,
Yeah.
but of course we have to wrap it up. But just for the audience to know that Seema is a very good singer as well. And Seema, it'd be great if we can end an episode with something you sing. So that'd be really nice. Anything which comes to your mind quickly, and if you could sing just 2 lines for all the audience.
I will just sing. मुझे तुम मिल गए हमदम, सहारा हो तो ऐसा हो, जिधर देखूं उधर तुम हो, नजारा हो तो ऐसा हो, मुझे तुम मिल गए हमदम.
Oh wow, that's great.
I'd like to
Lovely.
add 2 points. Just 2 lines.
Yes, sure.
Although I'm not a good singer like Seema, but we being women, we need more power to us, right?
Yes.
To perform day-to-day tasks as well as perform professionally and at home. So let us pray God. Let us not forget God
Yes.
for who we are. So just 2 lines. इतनी शक्ति हमें देन दाता, मन का विश्वास कमजोर होना, हम चले नेक रास्ते पे हमसे भूल कर भी कभी भूल होना. Thank you.
Thank you so much. So thank you so much, both of you, for being there for this episode. And believe me, I have really had a blast with both of you, and you truly are both inspiration. All those who are watching, if you need any mentoring in logistics, you know whom to approach now. We have Manisha and Seema, and I'm sure they'll take your call anytime. So you come to us, we'll share the contacts, and please do seek their assistance if you need to. And thank you so much, Manisha and
Thank
Seema,
you,
for
thank
coming.
you so much,
so much
for
Dr. Dipti Makad and team, and Dr. Radhika, Bhavna, and Captain Kamal for inviting us and having us here. Wish you all the best, and wishing you all a very happy New Year and a happy 2025.
Thank you.
Namaskar and Jai Hind.
And this is a token from us, the Anchor Together mugs. Of course, this is just for a memory.
Thank you.
And
Cheers.
thank you, audience, for watching. And until next time, be safe, and we'll see you soon. Thank you.
Thank you.
As I mentioned, you have to have the courage and you have to have that confidence. You are going to fail as an entrepreneur. I will tell you the fact. It's not that today you start the company and the overnight you become a multimillionaire. That's not the way it looks like, because I have experienced this. So it's very hard work you have to do. But nothing is impossible, because I have always believed a line called, it is in word called impossible, there is a possible.
Yeah.
So please prove that possibility, come out. I think make more friends in the industry, meet people, talk to people, learn from them, take it positive, negative, both the ways positivity, and come forward and do what you want. Accept that as a challenge.